What's happening, YouTubers? I'm back. This is the Crypto Patriot. So I got a lot of information to go over here, and I was trying to keep this video as streamlined as possible. And it's really about cryptocurrency security. How secure are you? There are tons of ways. There's tons of videos about hardware. There's videos about paper wallets, and there's videos about hardware wallets and mobile app wallets, and I mean, the list goes on, and physical electronic devices, which we'll talk about too. Um, I feel like this subject has been talked about quite a bit, but the main reason I'm bringing it up is because of some recent articles that come in. Now, I'm going to go back a little bit in history, only about a week, but I feel that this is extremely important for people that are really trying to learn about cryptocurrency, and they need to know how secure they are and how to stay secured. And my wife earlier today, I was typing in my password into my Exodus wallet, and she just was like, "Was that a password?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, that's a password." And she couldn't believe like how many characters I had to type in now. I mean, I have a special algorithm that I made, that I use, that I tweak for different things, so it just came naturally to me. But she's blown away that she never had to type a password that long. And it just kind of like set me back going, well, I guess it's not common knowledge when you're not in cryptocurrency researching like that to understand that those things are important, that backups are important. There are steps you can take and things you should take. And there's a big reason why. Okay, I got this article from Bitcoin.com, news.bitcoin.com. The total number of cryptocurrency. Basically, the title is titled. The title's titled. The name of the article is titled "How Big is Bitcoin?" And they talk about this based on wallet numbers. Now they're pretty honest in saying that they can only give a certain range, okay, but they're saying there's roughly 11.5 million wallets in 2017. This is a guesstimation. It's somewhere between 5.8 and 11.5. Now they're going to talk about the term being active wallets, so this doesn't refer to cold storage, so that number is already inaccurate, so to speak. I mean, not, in relative terms. But then they talk about the main reason that it is because many people have multiple wallets, and those from payment services, such as stores, and then they talk about like trading platforms. Um, they have centralized wallet exchange platforms. So I mean, like I have a wallet on Poloniex, on Bittrex, on I can't remember if cracked or not. I think CEX is not allowed in Michigan. I don't know. I'm signed up, but for some reason I've never been on it. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure that it's not allowed, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then I got one on Change Jelly. I got one on Shapeshift. I got Jack's Wallet, uh, Coinbase, and even obviously my most used is Exodus. And then I slowly am starting to store things onto paper wallets and the very different methods. And I am going to get the Keep Key, but only to a point. I don't know. There's a lot to learn about that, and there's a lot of steps to take. So the main reason to bring this up, there's a lot of links. I'm going to keep them really short. I want to move along. Is because of ransomware. Now, that seems a little bit ridiculous, but for those of you who don't know what ransomware, basically they take your computer hostage, but they do it Trojan style. So they slip a little computer in, a little program, software, however you want to. I'm trying to be as um, least descriptive as possible because we could get down into the nitty gritty of how it works. But more or less, this is the high level overview. One way or another, software enters your computer and uses your computer resources to do a specific job. Okay, ransomware is the most dangerous because it'll hold your vehicle's data basically hostage, and then you have to pay it to get it back. Now, typically, there is some hardware for this that I'll talk about in a different video for ransomware specifically. That's typically for large-scale businesses, but whatever, I'll talk about it because there is some legitimacy to it to some degree. Um, but when it comes down to ransomware, I mean, they typically force you to pay in bitcoins, and I know it sounds a little bit or some form of cryptocurrency. Why? Because a lot of it can't be traced, and they can move along. They can hit multiple victims at once and keep moving. Now, why is that important? Okay, so now I want to take a step back in time about a little over a week ago, and talk about what was just developed. A new computer that is much, much smaller, supercomputer, that does 0.2 teraflops, or betaflops, I'm sorry, which is ridiculous. Just stupid fast, okay? Obviously, you're not going to have these in all your different homes, okay? But with the advancements in this type of computers, these types of computers, as well as advancements in computers in general, um, I mean, you have to be secure. And to think that it won't happen, well, here's an example in that same week talking about how a version of Android was vulnerable to Pegasus surveillance malware. Now, obviously, this is an exaggeration based on the Batman movie, but to a degree, there is some reality to it because it was able to capture screenshots, read emails, capture audio. So it's really not far-fetched from that movie. Now, it was only vulnerable to a certain, I think it was only 4.3, version 4. Yeah, 4.3 or older, and then there's basically the newer versions just it won't work for whatever reason. Now that's only a matter of time. But now here's another one that you need to be aware of is this one. This particular type of Bitcoin mining malware used a small amount of your computer's resources across many computers to actually mint them and make them. And now I'm sure a portion of them were fake to try and dupe them out, but it goes on. There's a whole lot to learn about this. And if you're the one of the unfortunate individuals who has it, right here, this website, Bleeping Computer website, walks you through how to get rid of it. But it's really sneaky. If you read this, it's ridiculously sneaky. Basically, it launches a process called Windows Time and then Windows Time Server, and they said that it quickly clogs up computer resources. However, the average computer user will not necessarily notice something's amiss, which is extremely dangerous. And that brings me to what triggered this whole thing, minus what my wife said to me earlier, and that's North Korean hackers are accused of stealing 100 million of Bitcoin every month. Every month. Now, I think there's a few typos in here, but more or less, um, it's ridiculous. Okay? 90,000 US dollars every month from 2013 to 2015, as well as $80 million from the Bangladesh Central Bank. So, you know, first off, North Korea, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know why you would think that you would want to steal from people and then let it be known there's already enough crap going on with them right now. Whatever. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I don't want to get off subject. What I do want to talk about is this is real. People are stealing Bitcoin. They had a scheme going on and they were using essentially what I was just talking about, ransomware. They did it on a large scale and they took a lot of money. Okay, and to think that this won't happen is just ignorant. So I want to talk about a couple things. Okay. How would I even make a Bitcoin paper wallet? I'm not going to go into details. I'm not going to show you in this video. I'm going to give you the resources for you to go and look at. And here's one of the main sites is the easiest for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's one of the safest to store values. There are some other ones. Dash is debatable. Steemit's debatable. I love both of those currencies. Steemit's been relatively the same. Ethereum is dangerously up and down. There are other cryptocurrencies, and I'm not going to go into this video. But the process is more or less similar. Okay, so here's a site. I'm gonna put all the descriptions, the links below, so you can check that out. Here's a couple electronic devices. I've seen some reviews by Trevon James and different people, and it's really unfortunate that he had that mishap like that, losing those. I think it was 3 bitcoins. Which is still like $3,000. It's enormous. So here's a couple. It's bad enough that we have people out there stealing them, giving you all sorts of viruses and whatnot. Okay, but there is hardware that can help protect you as long as you use it correctly. Write down your passphrase. Keep a password storage app somewhere that keeps all of them. And if you are unwilling to do that because of security risk, which I understand to a degree, write that shit down and put it in your safe. I don't know why that should be like common knowledge. If you had a wallet that you knew you could only access with a certain code, okay, and you didn't feel comfortable putting that code in a different location, then how would you lock it up? Okay, so that's how I want you to think about this. You couldn't open your wallet and spend your money without a very specific code. So just something to think about. Keep Key and the Nano Ledger S. I'm gonna have links to them below. There's plenty of reviews out there. It's awesome equipment. It works pretty well, and they're expanding continuously. For now, what I'm using is I am using Exodus. Okay, absolutely love it. It's built-in shapeshift. I love seeing my portfolio spread about, turn on or off different things that I don't use. Um, and to be honest with you, the only one time I've ever had a problem with them, they got back to me so fast it was ridiculous. And they were pretty much ready to give me my money back, thinking that it was their fault right away, which was only like, I don't know, 2 dash, 3 dash, which at the time was a few $100. So it ended up being a problem with Shapeshift, and it actually resolved itself within a few hours, which was uncommon, but they changed the way that Shapeshift now um, displays its timeline out. So anyway, amazing company, amazing wallet. Familiarize yourself with it. I'm gonna give a little drop a little sneak peek in here that David Allen. I'm not gonna play the video. You can go check it out. I'll leave his description in here. You can go check it out. Here's a sneak peek. The new version that he's talking about, I suspect, is what is launching tomorrow. I suspect. Okay, I don't know for certain. Obviously, different people have different, you know, the company's really smart in how they're, reaching out to people. They're going out to the big YouTubers. They're going out to the big Steemit fans. And they're going out to those platforms and going, who do I see constantly? Who is moving things around? Who's a user that's constantly talking to us and whatnot, using us, promoting us, whatever. And they're reaching out to those people. And they gave them personalities like Brit VR and Trevon and Craig Grant, and they're giving out beta releases to other people that they see around. Like obviously they saw David Allen, they're like, hey, let's give you a pre-release, check this out. You obviously like it, and I suspect it had something to do with his video early, where it was Jax versus Exodus fight to the death, which is right here. Just saying. So anyway, it's a great wallet. Check it out. Really think about, am I safe? Okay, with cryptocurrency? Yes. Yes, you really are. But you got to take the right steps. Writing down your passphrase, um, making a password, okay, when you actually have to type it out, that has an algorithm. You are ready. You can apply it to multiple things, okay? The algorithm, not the same password. The algorithm, or get a password generator, make that password for you, and then secure it up in whatever way you feel comfortable. I have a secured vault on my computer for one or two of the methods of certain wallets. I do not keep all my funds in one wallet. Okay? I have a safe, literally a digital safe, physical safe that I keep in a different room. Boom, hard written passcodes. That's where my 10 or 12 word, whatever Exodus is. I think it's 12. Could be wrong. 10 or 12, whatever it is. And, I had to use it. I got this new rig, this new setup, and I was blown away how easy it was. Recover wallet, put in my passcode. Boom, 5 minutes later, my wallet's up and loaded. To be honest with you, it was the fastest thing that I got up and running when I got my computer. Um, in another video, I will talk about what to do to protect yourself on the computer side of things. Okay, some different security measures. I'm going to go off the cryptocurrency topic a little bit because I want to show you what else you can do on your end to further protect yourself, different methods you can use. I know that I was talking faster in this video just because I feel like I had a lot of information and I wanted to bring it to you in as short a video as possible. Okay, so I'm going to leave all the links. There's a lot. Okay, I want you guys to check out the new Exodus wallet. Okay, that launches tomorrow. David Allen's got a quick little sneak peek about that. If you're into electronic versions of securing cryptocurrency, I encourage you to use my links in Amazon here. If you want a paper wallet, I'm giving you the information right here on how to make it. This was simple. There are many other tutorials. You can YouTube it easily. I just really like blockchain.info. It's straightforward. There's pictures. I made one. It went fantastically. I mean, it was easy. Printed out, done. So And then there's 4 or 5 articles of why it's extremely important that if you aren't secured right now, to get secured if you want to continue to utilize cryptocurrency in a safe manner, because you wouldn't just leave your wallet laying around. So go secure your money. Thanks, guys. If you like the information I provided, like or subscribe. Check me out on Steemit, Twitter, Google+, Facebook coming soon. And yeah, if you're into mining, I got Genesis Mining description below. You get a 3% discount for using my code, and I thank everyone who has already, as well as just a general thank you to everyone who's been supporting me in my transition. So thanks, guys. Take care.